Russia unveil humanoid super soldier called Iron Man as terrifying new weapon. Ivan the Terminator, Russia's robotic answer to Iron Man that could be about to change military warfare forever. The terrifying new robot soldier is the latest in the country's list of high-tech weaponry as it competes with the US and China in the artificial intelligence stakes. According to Russian newspaper Komsomolskaya Pravda, the droid is designed to replace the person in the battle or in emergency areas where there is a risk of explosion, fire, high background radiation, or other conditions harmful to humans. The development of a special military robot is one of the priorities of military construction in Russia. The Iron Man machines are remotely controlled, but there are fears that they could become completely autonomous in the future. They can drive cars by automatically scanning the road for any blockages or barriers. Even more impressively, the robots can emulate the exact movements of a human, thanks to a special control suit that can be worn by the operator. Sensors in the suit read the fine motor skills of the neck, shoulders, hands and fingers, allowing the droid to accurately repeat the exact movement. In addition to the robot, Russia is also investing money into aerial drones, tank drones and other military vehicles that are controlled by robots. Scientists agree that machines will begin to think for themselves in the near future. What's not clear is how they'll feel about us when they do. Advances in artificial intelligence, AI, have recently seen computers beat humans at games like chess and pass IQ tests set for humans. And plenty of experts have cautioned against the rising intelligence of machines. Physics professor Stephen Hawking and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk are some of the names that have spoken about the dangers of robots turning on humanity. The pace of progress in artificial intelligence, I'm not referring to narrow AI, is incredibly fast, wrote Musk in a private email. Unless you have direct exposure to groups like DeepMind, you have no idea how fast it is growing at a pace close to exponential. But others are convinced scientists are well aware of the threat and take it into account when developing systems. Everybody in AI is very familiar with this idea, they call it the Terminator scenario, explains futurologist Dr. Ian Pearson, the author of You Tomorrow. It has a huge impact on AI researchers who are aware of the possibility of making robots smarter than people, he told Mirror Online. But, the pattern for the next 10-15 years will be various companies looking towards consciousness. The idea behind it that if you make a machine with emotions it will be easier for people to get on with. There is absolutely no reason to assume that a super smart machine will be hostile to us. But just because it doesn't have to be bad, that doesn't mean it can't be. You don't have to be bad but sometimes you are. It is also the case that even if it means us no harm, we could just happen to be in the way when it wants to do something, and it might not care enough to protect us. Whilst the idea of AI can be terrifying, there are already digital minds at work in everyday life without posing a risk to the human race. For instance, Facebook uses AI systems to recognize faces within photos, and is further working on a system that will be able to translate pictures into text. Mike Schroepfer, Facebook's Chief Technology Officer, CTO, told the Web Summit event this week about a recent demonstration of the Facebook AI's growing capability. The AI was asked to describe in words a photo of a man skateboarding. It came back with a skateboard, a man, a trick, his skateboard and doing, writing, is doing. When the machine understands attributes of an image, it is easy to understand the applications to Facebook, Schroepfer said, according to thenextweb.com. Those passive forms of AI bring other types of consideration for humans, with one recent study suggesting nearly half of Brits fear AI will mean less jobs in the future. But those formats are not the sort of thing that sends preppers scrambling for their anti-Terminator combat trousers. And there is some slightly more chilling proof that machines are growing even smarter. A team of researchers recently published the results of an IQ test given to an AI system called ConceptNet. ConceptNet is an open-source computing project run by a division of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. The IQ test was exactly the same as that given to humans, and according to the results, the computer scored the same as a young child. We found that the psychometric test gives OC3 Vic to concept net 4 that is equivalent to that of an average 4-year-old, explained the team from the University of Illinois at Chicago, who performed the test. The performance of the system fell when compared to older children, and it compared poorly to 7-year-olds, the team said. So, AI is currently a child aged 4, but we all know how quickly kids grow up.